Hello and welcome to SAM Biology class. Gap junctions are clusters of intercellular channels that allow the direct diffusion of ions and small molecules between adjacent cells. Each intercellular channel is formed by head-to-head docking of hexameric assemblies called connections or hemichannels. So two connections are docked head-to-head to form an intercellular channels. Gap junctions are present in different tissues such as epithelia, nerve cells, cardiac muscle and smooth muscle. Their main role is to coordinate the activities of adjacent cells so that they can work in unison. Gap junctions are present in both chordates and prechordates. In chordates, the junctions are composed of connexins, whereas in prechordates, they are composed of annexins. Connexins are tetraspan transmembrane protein. In humans, connexin has 21 isoforms, whereas in mouse, it has only 20. This is a molecule of connexin. Connexins are tetraspan transmembrane proteins. 6 molecules of connexins are assembled in a circular manner to form a hexameric assembly called connection or hemichannel. So each connection is composed of 6 connexins. 2 such connections are docked head to head between adjacent cells to form an intercellular channel. A cluster of such intercellular channel is called gap junctions. Individual connections are assembled intracellularly to form connections which then traffic to the cell surface where they dock with other connections present in adjacent cells, thereby assembling an axial channel through which ions and small molecules diffuse from one cell to another. This arrangement also creates a narrow extracellular gap between two plasma membranes. This gap is about 2 nanometers. Because of the presence of this gap, the junctions are called as gap junctions. Most of the cells express multiple connections which can then co-oligomerize into connections that can be homomeric or heteromeric. The intercellular channel which is formed by head-to-head docking of two connections can be homotypic or heterotypic. In homotypic channels, the connections are identical, whereas in heterotypic, they are different. The channels in the gap junctions are not always open. They fluctuate between being open and closed. Calcium ions induce reversible conformational change in the connexin molecules that leads to the closure of the channel at its extracellular site, whereas the intracellular end of the channel can also be closed if necessary. Functions of gap junctions. One of the main roles is to allow the direct diffusion of ions and small molecules between adjacent cells, so they are involved in metabolic sharing. Gap junctions play a key role in electrical transmittance and also in the contraction of heart muscle in rhythm. They are involved in vasodilation and other processes such as homeostasis, regeneration and development. Finally, gap junctions balance the ion levels in the islands that maintain its transparency. So friends, this is all about gap junctions. For more updates, please subscribe my YouTube channel SAM Biology Class. Thank you very much.